devotee, a los todos devotos, and a todos los devotos. We are reading from Sri Caitanya-caritāmṛta, Adi-līlā, or Antya-līlā, volume 2, and we are in chapter 6. Lord Chaitanya meets Raghunātha Das Gosvāmī. And so after having Nityananda Prabhu has eaten at the house of Raghava Pandit, and now we left on a cliffhanger. So we were up to the last thing we read was, in the morning after taking his bath in the Ganges, Nityananda Prabhu sat down with his associates beneath the same tree under which he had previously sat. And then Raghunātha Das has come to see him. Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaur Bhaktivinda.
Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaur Bhaktivinda.
Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami Ki Jai. Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj Prabhupada Ki Jai. Srila Gurudev Ki Jai. Okay. So Raghunātha Das went there and worshipped Lord Nityananda Prabhu's lotus feet. Through Raghava Pandit, he submitted his desire. Adama Pamaramuihina Jivadama Mora Ichahaya Pancha Chaitanya Charana. I am the lowest of men, the most sinful, fallen, and condemned. Nevertheless, I desire to attain the shelter of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And there's been such a build-up. You know, like he's tried and he's tried and he's gone home and he's acted like a pounds and shillings man, but he desperately wants to be with Mahaprabhu, and now he's making his request through Raghava Pandit. Vamanahana jena chanda daribe chaya aneka jatna kainu tate kabu siranaya. Like a dwarf who wants to catch the moon, I have tried my best many times, but I have never been successful. Yatabara palayami grihari chadiya pitamara dui more rakae bandiya. Every time I tried to go away and give up my home relationships, my father and mother unfortunately kept me bound. Tumara kripa vina keha chaitanya napaya tumi kripa kailetane adamehapaya. No one can attain the shelter of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu without your mercy. Talking to Nityananda Prabhu. But if you are merciful, even the lowest of men can attain shelter at his lotus feet.
Just look quickly. So this is Raghunātha Das Goswami, one of the 6 Goswamis. You know, yeah. Before going to
spot once you look, once you find it.
Oh, yeah.
So I can see better. Ayogya mui nivedana karite karibaya more chaitanya deha goshai hana sadaya. Although I am unfit and greatly afraid to submit this plea, I nevertheless request you, sir, to be especially merciful towards me by granting me shelter at the lotus feet of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Moramate padadari karaha prasada nirvigne chaitanya panakara asirvada. Placing your feet on my head, give me the benediction that I may achieve the shelter of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu without difficulty. I pray for this benediction. Okay, that's better. Shuni hasikai Prabhu Sabha Bhakta Gane Ihara Vishaya Sukha Indra Sukha Sama. And then Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami. After hearing this appeal by Raghunātha Das, Lord Nityananda Prabhu smiled and told all the devotees, Raghunātha Das's standard of material happiness is equal to that of Indra, the king of heaven. Caitanya-caritāmṛta seha nahi bayamane, sabe asirvadakara pauka Caitanya-charane. Because of the mercy bestowed upon him by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Raghunātha Das, although situated in such material happiness, does not like it at all. Therefore, let every one of you be merciful toward him and give him the benediction that he may very soon attain shelter at the lotus feet of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Krishna pada padma ganda jai janapaya brahmaloka adi sukha tanne nahibaya. One who experiences the fragrance of the lotus feet of Lord Krishna does not value even the standard of happiness available in Brahmaloka, the topmost planet, and what to speak of heavenly happiness. And then from Srimad Bhagavatam, Yo dushyadan dara sutan suhrid rajyam hridi sprisha yahau yu vaiva malavad uttama shloka lalasaha. Lord Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, is offered sublime poetic prayers by those trying to attain his favor. Thus he is known as Uttama Shloka. Being very eager to gain the association of Lord Krishna, King Bharata, although in the prime of youth, gave up his very attractive wife, affectionate children, most beloved friends, and opulent kingdom, exactly as one gives up stool after excreting it. Okay. And then Krishna's Kaviraj Goswami continues. Tabe Raghunātha Prabhu nikate bolaila tanramate padadari kahite lagila. Then Lord Nityananda Prabhu called Raghunātha Das near him, placed his lotus feet upon Raghunātha Das's head, and began to speak. Tumi de karaila e pulina bojana, tomaya kripa kari gora kaila agamana. My dear Raghunātha Das, he said, since you arranged the feast on the bank of the Ganges, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came here just to show you his mercy. Kripa kari kaila chira dugda bojana, nitya dekiratye kaila prasada bhakshana. By his causeless mercy, he ate the chipped rice and milk. Then, after seeing the dancing of the devotees at night, he took his supper. Toma udharite gora aila apane, chutila tomarayata vignadi bandane. Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Gora Hari, came here personally to deliver you. Now rest assured that all the impediments meant for your bondage are gone. Swaruperastane toma karibe samapane, antaranga britya bali rakibe charane. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu will accept you and place you under the charge of his secretary, Swarup Damodar. You will thus become one of the most confidential internal servants and will attain shelter at the lotus feet of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Nishtintahana jaha apana bhavana achire nivigne pabe Chaitanya charana. Being assured of all this, return to your own home. Very soon, without impediments, you will attain shelter at the lotus feet of Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And then Krishna's Kaviraj Goswami. Sabha bhakta dvaritane asivada karaila tan sabara charana Raghunātha vandila. Lord Nityananda had Raghunātha Das blessed by all the devotees, and Raghunātha Das offered his respects to their lotus feet. Prabhu Adnalana Vaishnavera Antya-līlā Raghava Sahite Sabrite Dukti-Karīlā. After taking leave of Lord Nityananda Prabhu and then all the other Vaishnavas, Sri Raghunātha Das consulted secretly with Raghava Pandit. Yukti-Kari-Shatta Mudra Sonatola Sate Nibrite Dila Prabhura Bandarira Hate. After consulting with Raghava Pandit, he secretly delivered 100 gold coins and about 7 tolas of gold into the hand of Nityananda Prabhu's treasurer. Tanre nishedila Prabhure ebe na kahiba nijagare jabe na jabe tabe nivediba. Raghunātha Das admonished the treasurer, "Do not speak about this to Lord Nityananda Prabhu now, but when he returns home, kindly inform him about this presentation." Tabe Raghava Pandita Tane Gari Lana Gela Takura Dashana Karana Mala Chandana Dila. Thereupon, Raghava Pandit took Raghunātha Das to his home. After inducing him to see the deity, he gave Raghunātha Das a garland and sandalwood pulp. Aneka prasada dila pate kai bare tabe puna Raghunātha kahe panditere. He gave Raghunātha Das a large quantity of prasadam to eat on his way home. Then Raghunātha Das again spoke to Raghava Pandit. Pabura sange data mahanta bricha asrita jana pujite chaiye ami sabara charana. I want to give money, he said, just to worship the lotus feet of all the great devotees, servants and sub-servants of Lord Nityananda Prabhu. Bisha pancha dasa bara dasa pancha haya mutta deha vichandara yate yogya haya. As you think fit, give 20, 15, As you think fit, give 20, 15, 12, 10, or 5 coins to each of them. Sabaleka karya Raghava pasha dila, Jana nameyata Raghava chiti lekaila. Raghunātha Das drew up an account of the amount to be given and submitted it to Raghava Pandit, who then made up a list showing how much money was to be paid to each and every devotee. Okay, just 2 more. Ekashata mudra ara shona tola dvaya panditera agi dila karya vinaya. With great humility, Raghunātha Das placed 100 gold coins and about 2 tolas of gold before Raghava Pandit for all the other devotees. Tanrapada dulilana svagrihe aila nityananda kripapana kritata manila. After taking the dust from the feet of Raghava Pandit, Raghunātha Das returned to his home, feeling greatly obliged to Lord Nityananda Prabhu because of having received his merciful benediction. Okay, we'll stop there. Shri Caitanya-caritāmṛta ki jai. Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Gosvāmī ki jai. Okay. So now reading from the Golden Volcano of Divine Love by His Divine Grace, Srila Bhakti Raksak Srila Dev-Goswami Maharaj ki jai.
That's awesome. The tablet. Do you want to read it on here?
Yeah, it's okay like this. So we're reading from the last chapter, A Drop of Divine Love. And okay, so just go back a little bit. If we can use this human life in a valuable way, we can acquire the key by which to become free from the whole chain of life in this troublesome world. We can get rid of the bondage of all sorts of physical and mental troubles. The key is here in this human form of life. Jiva Goswami says that lower life forms have insufficient understanding to realize the highest truth. And in the higher life forms, such as demigods, because previously acquired energy or karma has accumulated on all sides, the chief enjoying elements are surrounding the living being. It is difficult to escape the charm of those influences and begin the prospect of a fresh life in a higher plane of consciousness. This human form of life is the most advantageous position to escape this entanglement and reach the highest object of our divine life. Okay, so then the highest conception of magnanimity. Sometimes people ask, why did Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu choose to give the highest conception of divine love, Krishna Prema, to the lowest class of people, to the people of Kali Yuga? But that is the very nature of Sri Chaitanya Avatar. Why did the gopis, who are considered to be in the most exalted devotees, come from a neglected social position? What is the meaning of the highest conception of magnanimity? What should be its nature? To help the most needy. And because Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu comes from the highest position, he cannot give ordinary things, and his attention must be drawn to the most needy. Is it unnatural? The highest magnanimity must take notice of the lowest and most needy. And if he wants to help them, he will do so with his own coin. He cannot distribute to them only glass or stone chips. When he has the opulence of jewels and gems, why should he search for some stone chips to distribute to the lowest level? He must extend to the lowest and poorest people what he thinks to be real wealth. So even though it's inconceivable, because Mahaprabhu is in the highest position, if he's going to extend his mercy, then he's giving the highest thing. Maharaj is saying, is it unnatural? It must be so. Mahaprabhu, the great Messiah. So we should all fall at the feet of the great Messiah, Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu. His devotees say, if we had to conceive of a place where Gauranga had not appeared, we could not maintain our lives. We shudder to think of living without such a magnanimous friend as Sri Gauranga. How could one live his life without Gauranga? It is impossible. The world is not worth living in without Gauranga. Sri Gauranga is most magnanimous. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and his associates, the Panchatattva, have come to raise all souls from their fallen condition. Generally, only deserving persons can gain entrance into Vrindavan, into Krishna-līlā. But as Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Krishna himself has come down to cure the offenders of their offences and grant them entrance into Vrindavan. Simply by chanting the names of the Panchatattva and by remembering their Leela, we can be purified even from the lowest position and prepare for participation in Vrindavan Leela. In Goloka Vrindavan, Radha Govinda are enjoying their pastimes of divine love within their own circle. And there is another quarter where Radha Govinda are combined as Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Krishna himself, in the mood of Radharani, is tasting his own sweetness with his entourage. We have to realize this through the recommended process. Who is Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? He came here to bestow upon us that gift that will promote us to the highest goal of life. We have to realize this through the recommended process. It means not just hear it, but actually realize, know that, come to know that in our hearts. Mahaprabhu came here to bestow upon us the highest gift that will promote us to the highest goal of life. Well, okay, we'll read to the end of the chapter. Yeah. Gaura consciousness. To bring Sri Gauranga nearer to our soul is to get, even unconsciously, a guarantee of our achievement in Krishna-līlā. Wow. To bring Sri Gauranga nearer to our soul, to get even unconsciously, is to get even unconsciously. So even if we don't know, we will get a guarantee of our achievement in Krishna-līlā. Guaranteed. For the fallen souls, it is more useful to cultivate devotion for Sri Gauranga. That will give us the complete fulfillment of life with the least trouble. Devotion to Gauranga will not lead us to any haphazard or misconceived Krishna consciousness, but real Krishna consciousness.
No.
Do you want to say something?
No. Amazing statement.
We can have full Krishna consciousness plus something more. What is that? The distribution of Krishna consciousness. So there's Krishna consciousness plus the distribution of Krishna consciousness. Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, the giver of Sri Caitanya-caritāmṛta, the most valuable theological literature that has ever seen the light of day, has written, Krishna-līlamrita saratar sata dasa dike bahidata haite, se Caitanya-līlā hai saravara akshayai manohangsa charaha tahate. What is Krishna-līlā? It is the real essence of nectar. It is the gist of sweetness, happiness, and ecstasy. The sweetness of the sweetest thing that can ever be conceived is represented in Krishna-līlā. Then, what is Caitanya-līlā? In Caitanya-līlā, that sweet nectar of Krishna-līlā is flowing in all 10 directions in hundreds of streams as if from a fountain. That fountain is Caitanya-līlā. Although Caitanya-līlā appears later than Krishna-līlā, Caitanya-līlā is the source, the foundation. We see that Krishna appeared in Dwapara Yuga in the previous age, and then Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared later in Kali Yuga. Still, their Leela is eternal. First there is the giver, then the gift. And the gift of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is that in all the 10 directions, he is distributing unlimited streams of sweet Krishna Leela to the world. Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami concludes, O devotees, come! Like so many swans, you must swim in the lake of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's pastimes. From that lake, Krishna-līlā is flowing to the world in different streams. Devotees like clouds take nectar from that lake. Devotees like clouds take nectar from that lake and distribute that nectar freely to the fortunate souls. Come and live in that lake. Ask the swan of your mind to take shelter in that lake. May that swan swim in the nectarine lake of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's life and precepts, from where so many hundreds of streams of nectar are flowing in all directions. O devotees, I offer this humble prayer to you. It's incredible because he's offering this sublime prospect, and then at the end he's saying, devotees, I offer this humble prayer to you. Like, we're so foolish and conditioned and trapped in our searching for happiness in the most distorted way, that we're hearing these things, hearing this call to the highest plane of existence, the highest plane of reality, and then having to be petitioned, like, please, please do this. Like Devashish Prabhu was saying yesterday, that Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj Prabhupada once was giving a talk, and he was saying to the devotees at the end, very sweetly and humbly, please just give this one life. You've lived for countless thousands of lives already, and you've searched after your happiness. You've done everything. You've tried everything. You've tasted everything. You've been defeated in every possible way. You've suffered. Please just give this one life. And not only just one life, but right now, when we actually have connection to our divine masters that are connecting us to that plane, he's saying, like, please just give this one life. One. And they'll connect us with that upper plane. And we're like, oh,
maybe.
Sounds good.
Kind of busy right now.
Yeah.
Got things to
A little
do.
bit tired.
Yeah.
Anyway.
But that's the thing, because we only have this life that we have. You know, we only think, even though we sort of accept the idea of karma and reincarnation, that we've had all these births before, but then we still just go, oh, but this is my life now. Like,
And I know this.
I know that, you know, I want to be the controller of this life and do what I want to do in this life, because this is the only one I've got right now.
Yeah, and I don't want to risk giving up what
happiness,
little bit I've got.
Yeah.
And Maharaj is saying that, okay, no risk, no gain, right? And then ultimately, it's no risk and all gain, because what are we risking? Like he was saying, the Lord isn't searching for some stone chips and glass to distribute. We are holding on to stone chips and glass. I don't want to give that up. And he's saying, I will give you the highest thing. I have these incredible gems, Chintamani gems. Anyway, it's such a beautiful call and extension. Anyhow, golden volcano of divine love. All glories to His Divine Grace, Swami Srila Bhakti Raksak Srila Dev-Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai. So, who wants to lead Hari Hari? Do you want to lead Hari Hari? I think I took the bookmark out of. Was it that one?
That's the end anyway. The bookmark's there.
Yeah, but does it belong? Anyway. Krishna Yadavaya Namaha. Yadavaya Nama Krishna Yadavaya Namaha. Yadavaya Madhavaya Krishna. Jai Vishnupad Srila Bhakti Raksak Srila Dev-Goswami Maharaj ki. Jai Vishnupad Srila. Jai Vishnupad. Jai Srila Gurudev ki. Jai Srila Guru Maharaj ki. Jai Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami ki. Jai Sri Caitanya-caritāmṛta ki. Jai Raghunātha Goswami ki. Jai Sri Raghunātha Pandit ki. Jai Sri Nityananda Prabhu ki. Jai Sri Chaitanya Saraswat Mat ki. Jai Sri Chaitanya Saraswat Acharya Vrinda ki. Jai Sri Chaitanya Saraswat Mat London chapter ki. Jai all the assembled devotees ki. Jai all the worldwide devotees ki. Jai Sri Harinam Sankirtan ki. Jai